Coming to question number 3, solve the following sets of simultaneous equations. Now, this word simultaneous was not introduced earlier. As you must have known or heard this word earlier, when we say simultaneous, it means that both the equations are present at the same time. And when we say solving, we are going to find what will be the value of x and value of y which will satisfy both the equations what are given. That is, in the end, when I solve these two equations which are given, I am going to get the value of x and value of y. Then when I put it back in both these equations, it should satisfy this equations, both the equations. So let us see what we do. First, the question given here, the first subdivision is x plus y equal to 4 and 2x minus 5y equal to 1. Once this is given, what we do is we write both the equations and number them as 1 and 2. Now, the next most important step in this solving the following simultaneous equations is to identify among these, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4 terms, which of the terms is having the coefficient 1. That is the most important term for us. That is whether it is this term, this term, this term or this. You see here the coefficient is 2. Here the coefficient is minus 5. So this equation we don't require. What do we require now? Is these two. Both of them are having the coefficient 1. In every sum or every problem, you will not have both of them having the coefficient 1. Any one you may have having the coefficient 1. So if you have any of them having the coefficient 1, we take that and with the help of that, we will solve the remaining question. Now what has happened? I have this first equation which is having x plus y equal to 4. I have written it here. Now, why is this important for me? The one which is having the coefficient as 1, we leave that on one side and take the remaining terms on the other side and see what is that in terms of the other. That is, if I want to see what is x in terms of y, what happens? I have to take y to the other side. So, what happens? X is equal to 4. Y on the other side is minus y. Therefore, x is equal to 4 minus y. So, x in terms of y is x is equal to 4 minus y. That is what I am going to write here now. X is equal to 4 minus y. Now, you will also notice that it's not only x, y also is having the coefficient 1. So, as I did for x, you can do the same thing for y. You don't have to follow only this. You can also consider y is equal to 4 minus x. And after we get this, what you'll have to do, here I am substituting this value of x in equation 2. From equation 1, we got x is equal to 4 minus y. So, this x equal to 4 minus y. In place of x, now I will write 4 minus y. So, I will write the second equation 2x minus 5y equal to 1 here. And in place of x, I will write 4 minus y. That is here, I will write 4 minus y. Now, if you had taken here y is equal to 4 minus x, what would you write here? Substituting this value of y in equation 2, then you would write the equation 2x minus 5y equal to 1. Then you would write 2x minus 5, and in place of y, what would you write? Y was 4 minus x. So, you would put in bracket 4 minus x and write equal to 1. So, this is what you should understand. It is either you substitute x or y values if both of them are having the coefficient 1. If only one is having the coefficient 1, you keep that on one side and take the remaining terms to the other side and substitute the value of what you have got in the other equation, not in the same equation. We have used the first equation. So you have to substitute this value now in the second equation, which is equation 2, that is 2x minus 5y equal to 1. Now, you have put in place of x 4 minus y, and that is in bracket. And you know that when we write bracket means we are multiplying. So, we are going to multiply this 2 with each and every term inside the bracket. So, 2 into 4 is 8. 2 into minus y is minus 2y. Then you have after that further in the equation minus 5y is equal to 1. Simplifying further, we take the numerical terms on one side, the one with the variable on one side. I have here minus 2y minus 5y. So that becomes minus 7y is equal to, here you have 1. This 8 on the other side becomes minus 8. Now minus 7y, we write as it is equal to 1 minus 8. Sign with the number, with the bigger number with the sign is minus. So, the bigger number, which sign it is having? Minus. 8 minus 1 is 7. So, now I have to find out what is y. Y is equal to, here, minus 7. The coefficient here, minus 7, when it goes on the other side, it will divide. So, minus 7 upon minus 7. Minus 7 goes in minus 7 once. So, this is equal to 1. Therefore, we get y equal to 1. Now, we have got the value of y. From this now, we will get the value of x. We have got this value of y as 1. Now we put this value of y, which is 1, here in x is equal to 4 minus y. Okay, so I'll write, but x equal to 4 minus y. Therefore, x is equal to 4 minus, in place of y now I will write 1. Therefore, x is equal to 3. So, now I have got the value of y as 1, x as 3. So, once we get the values of x and y, then I can write the solution. So, now, when we write the solution, we have to be careful. That is, first we write the x value, then we write the y value. X value is 3, y value is 1. So, we write 3, comma 1. Okay, the solution is 3, comma 1. The solution cannot be written as 1, comma 3 because when we are writing this pair, always it is understood that the first value is of x and the second value is of y. Okay, so this is 3, comma 1. Now, once we have got this solution, you remember I said in the beginning that these are simultaneous equations. So, these values should satisfy both the equation. So, let us see whether it will satisfy both the given equations. X equal to 3, y equal to 1. Going back to the equations here. X is 3, y is 1. 3 plus 1 equal to 4. Yes, it satisfies the first equation. Going to the second equation, 2 into 3 is 6. So, in place of x we put 3. So, 2 into 3 is 6 minus 5 into y was 1. So, 5 into 1 is 5. So, 6 minus 5 is 1. It is the same as the right hand side, which is 1. Therefore, you see the values which we have got, 3 and 1 in place of x and y. It will satisfy both these equations because what we get on the left hand side is same as the right hand side.